everybody, and welcome back to the Up the Guts podcast. Yes, we've been away for couple of weeks, and we do apologise, but we're back. We're back in business, and obviously joining you as always is your host, Tricky, and got my trusty co-host alongside me. Will, how are we today, mate?
Oh, I'm very good, Trent. How are you, mate?
Not too bad, mate. A couple of weeks off, but, just schedule's been a bit busy. But, yeah, how's your day been, or your week, couple of weeks off?
Been quiet-ish, I suppose.
I'll touch on one thing in a second with you.
In respect to previous weeks, like work's been quiet because I've pretty much working full-time.
Mm-hmm.
Got some training going on soon. But other than that, not much. Just playing some golf, watching some football.
Yeah, the big question is...
Yep.
Big weekend?
Yeah, massive. Yeah.
I saw that photo...
Very big weekend.
When I saw that photo on your private story, it was just you... Were you in an Uber or something?
I don't know where I was. No, I was definitely in the car on the way home.
You're like, you never post? That's what I was like,
mate,
yeah, nice.
Mate,
Heavy head on the what? Because I've never really had one, but I know you get a heavy head.
No, I didn't feel it that much until I got back home.
When you were stationary, or
I don't know how to explain it. Like normally you feel a bit sick once you get in the Uber and stuff, but I was in the car, felt absolutely fine. Not fine, I was fucking blind, but I felt fine, as in didn't feel too bad. The second I got back home, started just going downhill quick.
Yep.
But that I don't even remember. Or meaning to post that. And it was funny because I woke up the next day and I had you and one of the boys I used to go to uni with. He replied to the story and goes, "This is the most pissed snap I've ever seen." It's unreal.
It was bad.
And I'm like, oh, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Because I thought I put it on my main story first.
No.
Because I don't even know, one, why I took that.
Mm-hmm.
Because I didn't reply to anyone for hours before that. From memory.
Right.
So... I think it was just an accidental thing, but yeah, pretty pissed on the weekend.
Good time though?
Yeah, I had a great time with some mates. Everyone was pretty pissed for that went, so that made it a bit better. But all big dent in the bank account.
Big?
Oh yeah, it was $500.
Couple of weeks off?
Yeah. Well, funny you say that. I go down to Geelong for a bit of a golf boys weekend this week, and then the week after I go to Tassie.
Mm-hmm.
Tassie to watch the Hawks play. So probably not a week off.
Yep.
Probably got another 2 weeks of... Well, I definitely know this weekend's probably going to be a pretty big one.
Yep.
Don't
you
know
got what do you call it? Airbnb?
No. So one of the boys from uni that I used to go to uni with, he lives down in Geelong. So we're staying at his place because he's got a free while his parents are away. So we decided to play an 18-hole golf on the Saturday morning and then go out hit the town in Geelong on Saturday night.
Is there much in Geelong?
I've heard mixed reviews from people depending on where you go.
Where's the one checking? Lambie's.
I don't know, but I've heard that some of the places down there you can't get in after a certain time.
Okay, yep.
But I don't know if that's seasonal because I know in summer you get a lot of people down from Torquay going into Geelong and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, the people I've spoken to, they all went sort of summer coming into winter, maybe December-ish.
Yep.
And early Jan, so when everyone has the time off. So I'm not sure what it'll be, but I'll be sure to give a review of it.
Oh, yeah. But
what about you, mate? How's commentating been? I've seen the highlight reels.
Been enjoying it. It's been some good fun. Had some good games to commentate so far. But down to Alinda this week for Alinda Fernie.
How far away is that?
48 minutes from here.
That's got to be hurting the petrol, in the car.
Mate, that's so 48 minutes. I'd say that's one of my closer journeys.
Yeah, I know. Because haven't you travelled 2 hours before?
I was at Narry on the week. Their new ground's more Narry North, but
Yep, that's not terrible.
Yeah, Calora Park, so it's more Narry North.
Yeah.
But yeah, it does the petrol. Yeah. Does help with the bigger tank down the car now because
true.
But yeah,
that old 98 doesn't help, does it?
Oh, tell me about. Don't get me started on the price of petrol, the price of living. Oh, just tell me about it.
Yeah, it's not good. Not good.
But yeah, I'm enjoying it. So I think Alinda Fernie Creek is about 48 minutes. I haven't been there, and one of their star players is actually former Collingwood and Brisbane Lions Matt Scharenberg.
Hey,
so
there you go.
Kicked 4 on the weekend, I believe. So be good to go see him play as well. But yeah, that's about it. Just the commentary. Commentary. Haven't been doing this as much. 75 hard.
I was going to say that finishes up next Friday, does it not?
Next Friday. So what?
Got anything planned for after 75 hard?
That means I'm on 65.
Yeah.
Yep, 65.
65.
Yep,
66?
65.
Oh, yeah.
75's on the...
Wednesday,
Yeah, 75's
I keep thinking it's Thursday.
Yeah, so the last day is on a Friday. No, but Jaden, one of my best mates, Jaden, and one of my actual old teachers who I'm still kind of like close with, we're all going to go down to the footy on Sunday. It's Collingwood v West Coast down at Marvel.
That'll be a good game.
Yeah, I'll go to it. Won't be. Just get down there, see Harley Reid up close.
Gonna have a couple of beers at the football.
Oh yeah, apparently we're meeting. He said we'll meet prior to the game, have something to eat.
You got work on the Monday?
I'd assume so. Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, it's not going to be a big first session back.
I'd assume. It won't be. No, I don't even think I'd be able to handle a massive session.
I was going to say, do you even feel like going out and having a big session?
No, not really.
You just feel like having a couple?
Yeah, like I haven't been to a game yet. Sunday game's there. It's a bit weird that we're playing at Marvel, but I guess it is against West Coast. But they're not looking terrible.
They're not looking too bad, actually. Also, one thing I was going to ask, is there anything you've missed the most? Like, has it been like cheeky KFC Zinger box?
That's the
something
one.
like that? Is that your
That's
number one? Or a Palmer at the pub?
Just a cheeky meal here and there when I'm driving. Like, I haven't had the urge to stop and get it. I haven't been like, oh, that kills me. But
I suppose after
knocking back,
mark,
especially, or even just knocking back food when
like the family gets some pizza or HSP or something like that. Yeah,
knocking that back is But probably just the food, I reckon.
Yep.
Is probably the most I've missed. There's been times where I was like, oh, wouldn't be bad to have a beer here, but no, I haven't been itching. Nothing I've really been itching for.
Yeah.
So.
You haven't really had any like birthdays or anything either.
No.
I feel like that's made it a lot easier.
I
haven't had anything.
Yeah, I went to one party and I had a White Monster. Just as you can see, I had one over there while I was waiting for you to come.
Nice.
I was feeling a bit tired after the gym, so I was like, crack a Monster, get some food into me, and we're ready to go.
I feel like, after the 30-day mark, because there's a couple of 75 hard TikToks that have popped up on my account. Do you find after the 30-day mark it got 10 times easier, or did it get harder? Because I've seen a mixed bag of reviews. Some people say the 30-day mark, it's just a breeze from there on. And some people say the 30 days where I struggled the most.
30 days is a breeze, and you hit about 50, I reckon.
Yep.
Then it's so draining. Like, I'm so tired lately. Like, it's a good thing because I'm sleeping well, but I normally wouldn't fall asleep till 10 at the earliest, maybe.
Yep.
Now I can't get on a Thursday, Friday, or even sometimes a Saturday. I can't get through a full game of footy.
Shit. That's not good.
I'm falling asleep probably sometimes before 3/4 time.
What do you account that to? Just the
extra work I'm doing because it's plus after gym, got to come home. Then I've still got to go for the walk, or the run, the outdoor exercise. So I know more occupied, and it's just
you've been pretty lucky with the outdoor exercise. Actually, it hasn't been too bad of weather.
I've only walked in the rain once, and that was about it. I walked in the rain about 5 a.m. in the morning once. So that would have
been a struggle.
Oh, it was all right. I didn't realize how wet I was till I got home, and I was like, Jesus. Yeah. So hopefully it doesn't. I don't think it's supposed to rain tonight because I've got to head out for my walk after this as well. So fingers crossed it doesn't rain tonight.
Nah, it should be pretty good. I reckon that'll do us. I reckon we move into the football.
I thought you were going to say it would do us. Thanks, guys.
Nah, move into the footy, mate. Would you rather take your team or... I'll kick us off.
Yeah, go for it, mate.
I'll go Wednesday night, the old Anzac Eve. We had Richmond v Melbourne at the MCG. 5-12-42, defeated by the Demons, 13-7-85, 43 points. Goal kickers for the Tigers, we had Rioli with 2. Martin, 1, Bolton, and is it Lafau?
Yeah, I think it's Lafau, yeah.
And Lafau with the 1. For the Demons, we had Turner with 3, Fritsch 2, Pickett 2, Lowry 2. And disposals, I was going to say, Baker, Hopper, and Rioli all had 23.
They were their highest disposal getters. They just all had 23. So
and then for the Demons, we had Lever with 26, 81% efficiency with 10 marks. Langdon with 24, 8 marks, 550 metres gained. Rivers with 24 with the 12 marks and the 560 metres gained. some talking points. Max Gawn was absolutely huge for the Demons with the 23 disposals, 26 hitouts, 10 marks, and 1 goal.
He's back to being probably the best ruckman in the comp now.
Yeah, easily.
I think he was sick that game when Grundy took him to the cleaners, I heard.
He was sick. What, bit of flu?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I heard. There was something like he wasn't, he wasn't 100%, but since then he's just been dominant, I think. Probably back to that number one.
Yeah, he's good. Also with that, he got the Frank Hughes medal as the best player on ground.
Okay, yep.
So, good effort from Big Maxi.
Mm-hmm. Daniel Turner, normally known as a defender, went forward and kicked 3 for the Demons. That's something good that they can keep in their back pocket as well.
Yeah. He's pretty young, isn't he?
Yep.
Yeah, 20s, early 20s.
Yep. And if it's not Stephen May also had a really good game, but Jake Lever, the brick wall, 15 intercepts he had.
Yeah. He's a tried and true backman. Like he's pretty good. Him and May really do hold up that Demons back line.
Yeah, and Jacob Hopper with another hammy.
I know, just he cracked it.
Yeah.
Fair enough, though. He's had some soft tissue troubles in the past, and he just came back from, was it a knee?
Yeah.
It was a knee injury. So, hopefully he can get back to some injury-free football.
Yeah, Marlon Pickett was cleared after his little jab to the gut of Clayton Oliver in the first quarter.
Yeah, I didn't think there was much in that. I don't know about you.
No, not much. Moving on to Thursday, Anzac Day. What a game.
Unreal game of football.
First draw for the season, 85. Goal kickers for the Bombers, the multiple goal kickers, Langford with 4 and Wright with 2. The Pies, you had Myercheck with 3 and Elliot with 2. Disposals, McGrath off that half back line, which is his best position. 31 disposals at 81%. Merritt had 31 with 9 tackles, 6 clearances, and 10 score involvements, and also got the best on ground Anzac Day medalist. Martin, 30 disposals, 2 goals, 7 score involvements, and a goal. And Heppel, in some really good form, actually. 27 disposals, going at 96% with 10 marks. For the Pies, you had Nick Dacos with 27, going at 82% efficiency, 7 score involvements, a goal, and 625 metres gained. Being closely followed by Sam Durham for a lot of the game too. So he did well to get through the tag. First of all, we got to talk about it. Where does this mark rank? How good?
Oh, that was an absolute screamer.
Were you watching the game? I
watched the whole thing.
Yes, yeah. I was watching it, and when that mark took,
yeah, it was it was an unreal grab. I could not believe,
Mackay's 202 centimeters.
Yeah. Not only that, but he was fully stretched as well. So I reckon he probably took the ball at about 3 meters high almost.
Nothing's beaten that this year, is it?
I don't think it'd be very, very tough to beat.
If something beats that. Jesus.
That's an unreal grab.
Not that they get anything these days.
Yeah, true. Bring back the car.
Yeah, I know.
Bring back the car.
I said Kyle Langford had a chance to steal the game with just over a minute to go, but also Brody Myercheck in the last quarter had 2 chances.
So did Jamie Elliot as well. He dropped that mark. That wasn't a terribly hard ball to mark, I don't think.
At the same time, though, I know he's done it, but it would have been a difficult kick to...
Yeah, but even a point would have probably done it.
But it could have, still been... You'd never know.
True.
He would have kicked it just behind 50, probably. Or just on it.
Yeah, it's in his...
he's done it. Don't get me wrong.
It's in his repertoire.
But you just don't know. But Langford normally would swallow those and...
Yeah, just a bit unlucky. And Myercheck, those last 2 attempts were pretty poor.
Now, I've posted to our Insta and our TikTok and YouTube Shorts, and I got a pretty good response. So, obviously, Zach Merritt, Anzac Day medalist, great start to the season.
Yep.
Is he right now the All-Australian captain?
Oh.
Is he the best captain in the league right now? Leading by example. Because Essendon aren't that much, but look what he's doing in that team.
Yeah, I can sort of maybe get behind that.
Well, who else, really?
Oh, that's a tough one. I could argue Toby Green.
Toby Green hasn't had a great start to the year.
I know, but from a leadership standpoint, he's pretty good.
Yeah, but I'm saying just for this season right now.
Oh, yeah, Zach Merritt.
Right now, I think Zach Merritt's in the All-Australian as we speak with the C next to his name.
Yeah, probably.
So I had a lot of feedback on that. Most people agree with that one. But one move I liked, and I think he should be playing here more often. So Nick Martin's gone down half back and they're trying to use him to replace that Dyson Heppel role. But in the last quarter, he moved to half forward and came up, rolled up as the extra mid. How influential was he? And 2 goal assists from there. Just his ball use at the front end of the ground.
Yeah, he took a couple of really good marks as well.
And the way he uses the ball on the front end to set up those forwards, I thought this could be something they could use a bit more often. A half forward who rolls up as an extra mid and uses it from that 70 to 30 inside 50 kick.
Yeah, he used the ball really well. It'll be interesting to see where Essendon go with that, whether they use him as sort of a swingman during the game or whether they keep him in like the mid or back.
Yeah.
I think
because they've got put him down there clearly to take over Heppel's role, but at the moment Heppel's doing fine.
Yeah, it's good to have a player that you can move at different times of the game when maybe the game's on the line. You know, maybe he can give you a bit more late in the game. If that makes sense. So it's a good thing to have for the Bombers, and he adjusted to that very well.
How much longer does Tom Mitchell have, Will?
2 seasons max. 2 seasons max.
I'll give you the answer.
What?
End of this year.
Oh, you reckon he's gone at the end of the year?
Is
he out of contract at the end of the year?
I'm not too sure, but he'd be 33, I'd say, 32 minimum.
Yeah, he's pretty old.
But
he didn't play very well on
he hasn't
Thursday.
Yeah, so I think, I know he's a Brownlow medalist, can't knock his career, but I think it might be him, and I wouldn't be surprised if Sidebottom's not far off it either.
Yeah.
He's making a lot more errors than he had previously, and during the Anzac Day, I'm pretty sure, halfway through the third quarter, he hadn't touched the ball yet.
I'm not sure about that.
He hadn't registered at disposal at half time. I know that.
Shit.
And that's, for Sidebottoms, and I think he's just making a lot more errors now around the ball.
You could also, I think, make the argument of how long has Pendle's got left as well.
Well, what do you think of him going to North?
I don't rate it.
As like what Luke Hodge did, but as
I don't
a coach.
rate it.
He'd be good for them.
I don't know, because that's a tough one, because they've got some unreal talent coming through already. I don't know if you need to clog up a lift spot with.
But they need a leader down there. They don't have one.
I reckon you can get someone younger than Scott Pendlebury to have a leadership role.
Who?
I've got no idea off the top of my head, but you could easily find someone.
But what they could do then because he's already put forward he wants to coach.
Yeah.
So they could tie that in with coaching. He learns under Alistair Clarkson.
So what you're saying is basically do a Sam Mitchell at West Coast?
Pretty much.
Yeah, okay, I can see that, but
Damien Barrett put it forward, and I don't mind it. As a Collins supporter, I don't want to see it, but at the moment, I'll ask you the honest question. Who are North Melbourne's captains? Can you tell me?
No. But then again, I don't pay much attention to...
Jai Simpkin and Luke McDonald are their captains. How much times do you see him talk to the media?
Not that often. Then again, I don't really see
How often
players.
Do you see Harry Sheasel front the media as a player in his second year? More than those captains.
Yeah, but North Melbourne's not relevant.
That doesn't matter.
He, as a player, is relevant, if that makes sense.
In the press conferences, Harry Sheasel's fronting up to the press conferences. None of them are.
Yeah, that's the people that... Like, he's the person that the fans and everyone wants to hear.
No, but even when AFL press conferences, Luke McDonald's first time he's talked, I think, since last week this year. But Harry Sheasel's the one talking. He's in his second season.
Yeah, but he's like highly touted at the club, if that makes sense. So
no, but it's a lot of pressure to be putting on him. Like, he's not your captain. Where are your captains? Because at the moment, Luke McDonald. He's in average form, and he's supposed to be your captain. Jai Simpkin didn't even know he was playing at the moment. I know he's had concussion problems.
You didn't know he was playing at the moment?
No, you don't even notice him.
Oh, true.
He was their best midfielder, 3 years ago?
Yeah, up there.
And now, they're in shambles, North.
Yeah, they're
in shambles.
Yeah, but then again, a few weeks ago you said that the West Coast were going to take 10 years to rebuild, and...
Well, they still
They're
could.
proving you wrong.
They still
a little
could.
bit.
They still could.
Fair.
They still could. They need another key defender and probably another elite mid West Coast before you can start talking they're on the right way.
Did you say defender?
Key defender, yeah.
Yeah.
They need another or two would be nice, really, and probably another elite mid.
But they'll get that.
Elliot Yo's 31, I believe, and he's in ribbing form, but he hasn't got much left. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
All their top players are old.
Or if you had to call it right now, who out of the bottom three, well, actually, I was going to say bottom three, but West Coast is above Richmond right now, I think. So out of West Coast, Hawthorn and North Melbourne, first being quickest rebuild to last, who would you put as of right now?
Who are your key defenders again? With a full list.
Full list. James Blank, James Sicily, Sam Frost. If you depending on form, sometimes maybe Denver Granger Barras.
I might go Hawthorn, Eagles, North.
Hawthorn, Eagles, North.
Eagles are showing more than North right now.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't.
North need key position players. They've got the midfield. They need key position players. They need key forwards. They need key defenders.
I'd argue that their biggest issue right now is key defenders, because their forwards aren't terrible.
No, they're not.
So I think if they were to
need someone to help Larky though, at that height.
Yeah, I do. I agree with that.
However,
I think to
Combin, though,
kick off your rebuild, you really need to get your defense down pat.
Because
if your defense is good, it's a lot easier to turn defensive footy into attacking footy than to have like the. What am I trying to say here? It's easier to go from like defense to attack and have like shit forwards, if that makes sense, and make something out of it, than going the opposite way.
They wouldn't want to lose LDU.
Yeah, they would not. Do you reckon he'll stick around?
But there's going to be a lot of money thrown his way. Especially, next game.
Next game on the Thursday night, also on Anzac Day, we had GWS v Brisbane at Manuka Oval. 17-11, 113 defeated the Lions, 8-11, 59. Goal kickers, Brown with 3, Riccardi with 3, Jones 2, Perryman 2, Thomas 2. And then we had Cameron with 2, Rayner with 2. Disposals, we had Tom Green with 37, 7 clearances, 5 tackles, 9 score involvements, and a goal. It's Callaghan, is it? Yeah.
Yep.
Callaghan, 32 at 81% efficiency with the 614 metres gained. We had Whitfield with 31, 81% efficiency and 8 rebounds. Himmelberg with 27, with the 12 marks, 8 intercepts, 8 rebound 50s, and Kelly with 25, 10 marks and a goal. For Brisbane, McCluggage with 26 was the only real.
How shocking were Brisbane after halftime?
I didn't catch that game.
Oh, they were putrid. Going into halftime, it was about a 15-point margin, and then GWS came out and put on nine unanswered goals, or like going late into the second quarter was when Brisbane fell away. But
9 unanswered goals after hitting the front in the second quarter. That's ridiculous. That is cooked.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
It's ridiculous. How good did Darcy Jones look?
The helmet boy.
Yeah.
Helmet boy. Yeah, he did look good. I watched the the KO mini thing. It's like 20 minutes and it shows a few highlights. I watched that and he did. He showed up in a few passages of play and he looks good.
Callum Brown is a dead eye on set shot, I think.
He's looked really good this year.
And this just further backs the argument then. How good are Irishmen when kicking the footy?
Yeah, pretty good.
Name me a bad Irish user of the footy. I couldn't tell you.
I probably couldn't name one.
You probably could find one.
But
Zach Tui, great user of the footy. Connor McKenna, great user. They're just all really good kicks and classy. So he's another one to look out for. But where to for the Lions is the run of making prelims and grand finals last year too much for them to handle, and is it over? Was last year the year they needed to win it?
Is what? Sorry?
Was last year the year they needed to win it, and now it's just become all too much? Because that can happen.
Do you still... I know we touched on this a couple of weeks ago. Do you reckon that whatever happened over the off-season is causing this?
It has to.
But I'm saying, normally you could sort of sweep it under the rug. But I think there's something internally within the club going...
Or they're just drained from making it that far and not being able to get it. Do you know what I mean?
But I feel like if... I know when I was playing, I know it doesn't compare, but when I was back playing, we lost a prelim and we were hungrier than ever to go back and...
Yeah, but look how many they've lost. They've got so close that many times.
I understand that, but I feel like that would just motivate you more and more and more. Like, you'd want to put in more work to get that, ultimate prize.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's just me. Like, I know that if I lose, I'd want to go way harder the next year, and with the preparation.
Yeah.
But I do think that there's a culture problem there. Not a culture issue, but something underlying within the club that they seriously need to sort out. Do you think it could also be a case of they've been at the top for that long? People have just found out their game plan.
That's what I'm getting at too. And then because they don't know how to,
adapt.
Exactly.
Sort of thing. Yeah, it's
I want you to make a call right now. Do Lions play finals?
At this stage, like as we're speaking, I can't see them playing finals at this stage. Can you? I don't think they've shown any period of damaging football to prove that they can make the 8 and compete with those sort of teams.
Other than when they beat Melbourne on the MCG. That was the Brisbane Lions we know.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
That was Brisbane. If they can bring that back,
Melbourne's had a bit of consistency issues throughout parts of the game.
They've looked really good at times and they haven't, but they're just there.
Yeah.
They've proven people wrong. I think people thought they were going to go down with the whole situation they had too.
It's almost like Melbourne and Brisbane have completely flipped on what people originally thought.
Friday night was Port Adelaide and St Kilda at the Adelaide Oval. Port getting done by 10 points. Your boy Dixon kicked 4, Rioli 2, and Higgins kicked 2, Owens 2 from some of the disposals. Jace Burgoyne had 27, 8 marks, 7 score bombers. Butters 27, 5 clearances, 8 score bombers. And Houston 26 gone at 92%, while Sinclair had 28 with a goal and Wanganeen Malera had 26. But didn't go without some damage. Did you find it weird that everyone was talking about how bad Rosie's hamstring was going to be a 3 or 4 week and now he's available this week?
Yeah.
Remember how they were talking it was going to be at least 3 or 4 weeks.
They also...
and then Power Pepper,
they
ACL.
Originally said that Power Peppers was just a bit of like a knee strain.
Well, that's an ACL and then obviously a Lear concussion.
Yeah.
It was weird, wasn't it? Did you?
Yeah. But I also found it weird that originally they came out and said that Power Peppers was just like a strain or something of like... So, bit weird. They didn't know that... Normally you know straight away if a player's done their ACL through the testing they do, but bit weird.
Thoughts on the Jack Higgins suspension?
I think 3 matches is a bit rough.
Bit rough, yeah.
But in saying that, the AFL has been consistent in... And I'm not saying this is right, but they have been consistent in if a player gets concussed, it's... minimum 3 weeks, almost.
If that happens this week, it has to be 3. Otherwise, I'll question him again.
Yeah. But do you think that the MRO's been
that's shambles.
Consistent or not? No.
Oh, God, no.
I'd say that they punish the outcome more than the action. Because I don't think Jack Higgins intended to tackle.
Oh no! As soon as I saw the tackle, I was like, "Oh, that's bad." That's
I know it's bad.
That's a couple of weeks, but couple of weeks to me is probably. I would have settled with 2. I can somewhat see 3. I'm not going. Oh, that's terrible. But if they came and said 4, I'd be like, "You're joking."
I do feel like
3. I think is too much, but at the same time, I'm not sitting there going, "Oh, that's atrocious."
I think it is stiff that Aaliyah was in the action of kicking the ball because that propelled him into the ground more.
But people saying that was the reason he got concussed.
No,
that is
an
absolute
not the reason.
That was a shit
but
call.
It makes it look a lot worse than what it is.
Some people is like, who said that? That's just a shit call.
Yeah.
Like, his idea when you get tackled is to get rid of it, which is what he tried to do because it was near him. So he did that and they're like, oh, well, that's the reason he got concussed. Oh, shut up. Just shut up.
But yeah, I think it should have been maybe 2, not 3. I think 3 is a bit harsh. But then again, like if a player gets concussed, suspend the person who concussed them for the same amount of time that they're going to be out for.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Do you want to quickly go over the next game? Not much to touch on on this game, but there are some couple key performances I want to discuss with you.
North v Adelaide at Bloodstone Arena down in Tassie. We had North Melbourne 12-9-81, defeated by the Crows 2018-138, 57-point win for the Crows there. Goal kickers, we had Zerha with 3, Dersma 2, Larkey with 2. And for the Crows, we had Rankin with 4, Cook with 3, Himmelberg with 2, Walker 2, Keys 2. Disposals, McKercher with 32, 573 metres gained. LDU, 29 with the 6 clearances and a goal, and Sheezer with the 29 with the 12 marks. For the Crows, we had Laird with 34, 13 clearances, the 6 tackles, and 7 inside 50s. Scholl with 29, 7 score involvements. Dawson with 27 with the 9 marks, 12 inside 50s, a goal. And some talking points here. Isaac Rankin stars in Tassie. 4 goals, 17 disposals, 6 clearances, and 11 score involvements.
This just proves the point with people that saying Rankin needs to play more midfield and centre bounce time. I didn't realise he had 6 clearances to go along with that. He's just so damaging.
He is an unbelievably good player.
He's the type of guy you put in at centre bounces.
Yeah. Well, I put him in. I put him into my super coach.
Mm-hmm. How did he score this week? He would score well, wouldn't he?
I'll double check. I'm pretty sure he definitely scored in the hundreds because I was at one point I made a big super coach blunder. I forgot to take Harley Reid out of my team.
So did I, but I had no one. I wasn't trading him, and I had no one on my bench that was currently playing.
Well, I could have put in who was it? Who did I put in? Windsor. I could have put Windsor in. I didn't. He scored 113.
Yeah, that's not bad.
But I brought him in because I was hoping that he'd get some more mid-time, and it's proving good for the old super coach.
Luke Pedlar's shoulder injury in the first quarter, and Jordan Dawson seems to be finding some form again. Because, geez, didn't he struggle in the first, 5 rounds?
Yeah, he did. But do you think it's because they played North?
He played well last week as well. I think.
Who did they play last week?
Kicked 3 last week or something, or two or three.
Who did they play last week?
I'll have a look. He had 27, kicked 2 last week, I think.
That's not bad.
Essendon lost by 3 points.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Yeah, it'd be good to see if he can keep that form up.
Mm-hmm.
Like, because he had some ripping form last year.
Yeah. Now, next game of the round, this one. Geelong v
Game of the round, that's a big call. I reckon Anzac Day
actually.
round,
but I'm saying unreal game. Geelong v Carlton, the MCG. 18-10, 118. Geelong defeated Carlton 15-15, 105. Goal kickers Cameron 5, Henry 3, Tui 3, Myers 2. Kerno kicked the 3. Mackay, Akers, Cripps, and Elijah Hollins all kicked 2. Kent Guthrie in his return had 27. Holmes off the half-back line had 26, 8 marks, 1 goal, and 8 score involvements. Walsh had 31 to go along with 7 tackles. Cripps had 29 with 8 clearances and 2 goals. And Akers had 28 to go along with 2 goals. Roaming Jez continues to dominate. Like, I heard that's what they're actually calling him, Roaming Jez.
Who's calling him that?
That's what they're calling it down Geelong, because he just goes.
Oh, Roaming Jez.
He just goes off and does whatever he feels like. 5 goals, 17 disposals, 9 marks, 9 scoring roles, 2 clearances. Is he the best player in the comp?
No. Jeremy Cameron?
Yep.
Is he the best player in the comp? No.
Who's better than him?
Isaac Heaney? Jeez, I don't know about that.
I don't know. The way Jeremy Cameron can do it and hit the scoreboard, and he uses the ball extremely well.
Yeah, but geez, Heaney's been pretty good.
No, I'm not saying like just for this season. I think for the past 2 years, Jeremy Cameron's arguably been the best player in the comp.
Yeah, there's argument for that.
Well, there was games last year when he was having 28
Yeah,
disposals.
he fell off a bit, though, in the last half of the season.
He did have that concussion, remember?
Yeah, but even when he came back, he had
that.
He fell off pretty quick.
That concussion,
not pretty quick, but he fell off after that. So, if you're going based on both first halves of last year and this year, yeah, you could say that. But yeah, I don't know. It's a tough one.
Patrick Dangerfield goes down again. Wasn't good to see. He was dominating, I thought, this game.
How long's he got left?
Not long, but I thought he was dominant in this game.
I didn't catch this game because I was blind.
Bursting away from... He was just getting... Remember the old Paddy Dangerfield that was just getting and bursting?
Like the Adelaide...
Oh, he was doing it because he did it in the third quarter. And look, he had 16 disposals, a goal, 3 clearances, 7 inside 50s, 2 goal assists for 5 scores. He was just getting it and running them off their legs straight through stoppages. And then did his hammy in the third quarter. So
unlucky. But
former guest Jackson Binns got to late call up as a sub and debut. So congratulations to Jackson Binns. Always good to see former guests succeeding in their field.
It is good.
Next one, mate.
Saturday night we had Freo v the Bulldogs. 14-11-95, defeated 10-11-71, 24 points. Goal kickers, Darcy with 3, Dale 2, Norton 2, English, Vandermeer West. Then we had Banfield with 3. Is it Tracy?
Yep.
Tracy with 3, Jackson 2, Frederick with 2. Disposals, we had Nat 5 with 37, 7 clearances, 7 inside 50s, a goal and 10 score involvements. Sarong 37 with the 17 clearances. Unreal that.
Mm-hmm.
Brayshaw with 30, 7 clearances, 11 score involvements. Aish with 28, 86% efficiency, 12 marks and 7 score involvements. While for the Bulldogs, Dale had 30 with the 2 goals, 580 metres gained. Trelaw with 29, 9 clearances. Bontempelli with 27, 5 clearances. Talking points, Sarong and Fife absolutely dominated.
Didn't Fife just turn back the clock?
He did. That's 2015 Fife, if I've ever seen it.
He had 15 disposals in the first quarter.
I know.
And
That's
22 at half time. Well, Geelong had 13 in the first and 21 at half time as well.
I know because from memory, it was his first 2 games where he didn't quite perform that well, was it? And I remember I read a post and they're saying Fife's done for all this stuff.
Yeah.
He's he just hasn't shown himself to be, and they were saying, he hasn't got much longer left at all. I reckon that he's proven the doubters wrong a lot there. It's good to see.
I like the look of Josh Tracy up forward. Takes a really strong mark, and he's a real big, muscly boy. I like him.
You like him?
I don't know about your thoughts on Josh Tracy?
I, once again, did not catch the game because I was blind.
Bailey Banfield,
unfortunately,
is just the ultimate competitor and just consistently gets the job done. I think with 3 goals, he also had 24 disposals. So.
Yep.
Can play any role. It's been put down back when they need it. It's been put in the middle. It's been the sub. Cooper Simpson and Patrick Voss debut for the Dockers.
Cooper Simpson, Stingrays boy.
Yep, 6 disposals for Simpson and 4 score involvements coming on as the sub. One of the key moments, he set up one of the goals. Voss had 1 goal from 11 disposals and 5 marks. Cody Waitman suffered an elbow injury.
Yeah, dislocated it. Had surgery the other day. I think it's 8 weeks?
Yeah, it's not
10
great.
Weeks.
Josh Draper was stubbed off with a hamstring injury, and Riley West has been given a 1-match suspension for a high bump on Freo defender.
I didn't catch that. Did
it was more
deserved?
He got him a bit high, but there was no malice to it at all. But I guess if they're going to go, you get him high, it's a week. I can stand by that, I guess.
Yeah.
Next game on the Sunday was Gold Coast versus West Coast, which good. It was a good first half.
Battle of the Coast.
It was a good first half. But Gold Coast did run away in the end. 112-75. Gold Coast getting the win there. King had 3. Ainsworth, Walter, Anderson, and Rao all with the 2. Waterman continuing his form, kicked 4. Cripps and Darling with the 2. Anderson, while got tagged last week, and they tried to run with him this week, but he was just proven too good. 33, 12 clearances, 11 inside 50s, 2 goals, and 9 score involvements. Miller had 27 to go along with 10 tackles. Duggan for the Eagles led the way with 26, 8 rebound 50s, and 557 metres gain. I have no idea why there is no talking points for this game, but
it was a good effort from the Eagles. They were leading at one point, were they not?
Yeah, in the second quarter. Yeah, they kicked the first 3 goals of the game.
Yeah. They're looking good. Like in the last 3 weeks, they've proven that they're not a write-off, if that makes sense.
Yeah, but do you know what I reckon they need to calm down on?
What?
Do you know what they've been calling Jake Waterman at the club?
What?
Duck.
Why? Oh.
Wayne Carey. Some people call him Plugger.
He's got the haircut.
Yeah, he's got the haircut.
He's got the haircut. He's been playing very well.
He's been playing well. But
I do like him. I got him in the Supercoach.
Yeah, he's been playing very well. But maybe calm down that one. But did you like the idea of resting Harley Reid for a game?
Yeah, I do, because apparently his body's just getting beat up. But I also do like that I don't know if you know this, but they allowed him to come home for the weekend, which I think is really good, because they probably know that he's going to get a bit homesick. Yep. So, letting him come back for the weekend, spend some time with his family, friends back down in Melbourne, it makes, I feel like it shows that the club cares a bit more. They're giving him that time to come down here instead of, forcing him to go to the game with everyone. So I do like that they did that. And it also proves that West Coast can have these sort of performances without Harley Reid.
After you, mate.
What do you mean? What, the next game?
Yeah, after you.
Hawthorn v Sydney at the MCG.
Did you go?
I did go to this game, yeah. Stayed for all 4 quarters.
Yeah,
great.
Good on you. Good
great
commitment,
game.
that one.
Great game. Hawthorn v Sydney at the MCG, 5-12-42, defeated by 8-10, 118, 76-point loss. Goal kickers, we had Chol, Moore, Hardwick, Meek, Newcomb. Sydney had McDonald with 3, Heaney with 3, Hayward 2, Wicks 2. Disposals, we had Dylan Moore with 25, 8 marks, 1 goal and 8 score involvements. Newcomb with 24, Sicily with 24. For the Swans, Blakey, 30 touches, 12 marks, 9 intercepts, 7 rebounds. Florent with 28 at 89% efficiency. Lloyd with 26. And Golden with 25.
How good was it to see Buddy at the G?
It was good to see him back. It was good to see him back. Good occasion too, Hawks v Sydney.
Mm-hmm.
So it's nice to see him back around football.
What's the Lizards run of halfback like live?
Yeah, good.
Yeah,
it's very good.
Yeah,
I don't like it when it's against my team.
Him and Ollie Florent were just electric, weren't they? Off the halfback.
Yeah, most of Sydney's team was pretty electric.
What
Chad Warner, mate, how quick is he?
Yeah.
Might I add? When he ran into that open goal square, 1 minute he was about 30 metres out. 2 seconds later, he's in the goal square kicking it into the fourth tier of the MCG.
What went wrong and where do you need to improve? And how are you assessing Hawthorn's start to this season so far?
How am I assessing it?
Yep.
It's not good, is it? I do have to say, we were in it. We were in the game for a majority of the first quarter. The last 5 minutes, they kicked 5 unanswered goals. What?
That's your congratulations for being in it for most of the first quarter. Just a little applause there.
No, it was good. And then after they kicked like 5 goals.
Wasn't
in junk time.
Someone trying to run with Heaney?
I didn't notice that.
Someone said was trying. It probably would have been what's his face?
Finn McGuinness.
Yeah. Would have been Finn McGuinness. But,
I don't know. It's a hard one. I did see someone come out. I forget who it was, but I don't. You didn't probably watch the game, did you?
No, I did.
Well, Sam Mitchell gave Jack Scrimshaw an absolute mouthful at quarter time because, basically he said that we have a way we want to play at certain points of the game, and that kick for into the corridor, which resulted in a Sydney goal, isn't the way we want to play. Mm-hmm. I did see someone come out and say, with struggling clubs, like rebuilding clubs, is it equal parts one, like the players aren't listening to like coaches' instructions? Because they also brought footage back of when North Melbourne were in the dumps and Brad Scott giving that spray to Majak Dor.
Yeah.
And that was, and they've gave a few other examples.
Brad Scott did well with North Melbourne, though. He got him to a couple of prelims as well.
Yeah, but back when they were like, shit.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is it as equal parts as maybe the game plan's not going right, as well as the players aren't executing the game plan? That's what I want to know.
Or does he just, the game plan Sam Mitchell has, do you guys just not have the skill level to be able to execute what he thought?
Well, I agree with that because we have the youngest team in the AFL.
Yeah.
A very young team. I think our average age is like 22. Considering we have, I forget the number. Is it 14 or 15 players still on their like original contracts from when they were drafted?
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know. It's a hard one. We're not playing good football at all. We were sloppy at times. And I'd like to argue that our best area of the ground is our defence, but it's a bit hard to stop goals if it's.
How's your boy Frosty been?
He's been good.
He's been good. Would you like to formally apologise a little bit to him because you gave him a bit?
Why did I? When did I do?
Oh,
that?
on here you gave Frosty.
I don't remember this.
You gave Frosty a bit. You gave Frosty a bit. Pretty much, you're like, oh, our backline said, oh no, we've got Frosty. Fuck, he's come to save the day.
Oh, he was pretty shit last year.
So give formal apology.
I'd like to formally apologise for calling Sam Frost shit.
Thank you,
because he's not.
He's actually been pretty good, hasn't he?
Some people were saying he's been better than Sicily, impact wise.
I wouldn't find it hard to argue that. I can. Sicily's been down.
He has been down. He hasn't had his halfback impact as he normally does, but he has played his defensive role, if that makes sense. Like he's shutting down people.
Chuck him in the mid. Chuck him in the midfield.
Oh, Jesus.
Let him have a run in the mid. He was drafted as a midfielder. You saw him play a bit of mid last year as well. Give him a little
Don't
spurt.
ever put him in the midfield.
Put him a little spurt in the mid. Just see what happens.
No.
Yeah.
What were
you going to say?
I was going to say it's not a good thing when our best forward at the moment behind Dylan Moore is Blake Hardwick.
Yeah.
And he's played backline pretty much his whole career.
Mm-hmm.
So that's probably not a good thing either. Although in saying that, we got Will Day back. He looked good. He looked really good.
He had like 14 disposals, didn't he?
Yeah, but he had a few like good
pressure.
He
was third quarter,
tackles.
they said he looked good.
We got The Wizard could be coming back this week.
Yeah,
Excited about that. Excited about that.
Or do they run him for the VFL?
Huh? No way. No chance. No way. There's no point.
Yeah.
There's no point.
Yeah, I could see a world where Sam Mitchell would.
Yeah, but I feel like there's some changes. I feel like there's some changes that need to be made.
I don't want him to, but I could see their reasoning. You're coming off an injury. It's your first year. Let's let's ease you back in. Let's not rush you back into it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I can see that. But for his confidence, I think if you put him back in the side, that'd do wonders for him.
Because he was starting to play some good footy before he got injured.
Yeah, he was.
The game against, was it Geelong? He had about 16 disposals as well. So
I can't remember that far back. No, he did play. He did play well.
Should we move on?
Yeah, let's move on, mate.
Do you know what time it is? The Amati party. Let's go.
He played well.
Oh, well, it's been a while since we've got to hear that banger of a tune, but it's time for the Amati Party 22, the round 7, are we in?
We are in round 7, Trick. You should know this, mate.
Round 7 edition. No, the opening rounds throw me off too.
They do.
So round 7.
Hawthorn shit.
My player is going to be from the Jerry West Giants. I've got my notes, actually, who we've got originally. So apparently, currently in the team is Tom Liberatore, Luke Jackson, James Warple, Jordan DeGoey, Jake Waterman, and Harley Reid. The people in the team.
2 West Coast players?
Yep.
Gee whiz.
Now, my guy is going to be from the Jerry West.
Where the fuck is he?
Jerry West Giants. Who?
I'm trying to find my player. He's in the notes somewhere. I'm trying to find him.
Jerry West Giants. Have you seen some of the, obviously Giants are ahead of the time with the social media clips.
They are.
They've got a podcast called In the Green Room with Jacob Gaynor, who's the social media guru there, and Tom Green.
I haven't.
They had this guy on their show today. It drops every Tuesday, and I was listening to it today, and I was like, I didn't expect this. He was very full of energy, a bit cheeky, and let's just say he had a really good game on the weekend. Made a massive impact.
Yep.
He may have been on debut. I'm going to go with Darcy Jones.
Darcy Jones.
With the helmet too. Darcy Jones is he was really good on it. On the podcast this week for them in the green room. It's good.
Fair enough.
Should get into that. It's pretty funny.
Oh.
It's just Tom Green and the other guy arguing all the time.
What, the social media guy?
He calls Tom Green, what is it? Tom Green's Matt Rao and Paddy Cripps' bitch. Because they ran rings around that time.
Shit.
But yeah, I'm going to go with Darcy Jones. Who you got, Matt?
I'm going with a gentleman who had a very good game and is having an unreal season, might I add.
Mm-hmm.
He had 33 touches.
Yep.
12 clearances.
Yep.
11 inside 50s.
Okay, yep.
2 goals.
I know 2 people are going to love this.
2 goals and 9 score involvements. And it's Noah Anderson.
Yes, like it. I like it.
He has had an unreal start to the year.
Shut down last week, but he's bounced back.
Yeah.
Got tagged last week, but he bounced back. Yeah,
and in a team like Gold Coast, he's playing his role very, very well. So, young lad, he's only 22.
Yep.
22, 23, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And, there's just not more you need. There's not much more you need to add there.
So there you go, guys. We're going with helmet, Darcy Jones, or Noah Anderson.
And Sir Noah Anderson, yep.
Now, before we finish off with this and the tips, we've got play on or not on.
Yeah, you said you had one for this week.
Yeah, but no, I'm letting you go, and then I'll chime in. I'll go in again. Okay, so it's time.
Hang on, I've got to find my notes here. Here we go.
Play on or not on. All right, mate, what do you got for me this week? I'm always interested to see what you got, because some of them can be, I'm not going to lie, some of it can be absolute rubbish.
Fair enough.
Some of them are really good.
So the first one, now I'm annoyed because I wrote this down about 3 weeks ago and I saw it just come up on a podcast done by the Sportsbet boys, which I'm pissed off about because I wrote it down a few weeks ago. As you can see, 10th of April, I wrote all these down.
Oh, yep.
So it's just to prove.
Tipping against your own footy team.
First one, tipping against your own football team. Is that a play on or a not on?
I think it's not. Or have I tipped against them before?
Now, I'm a very firm believer that tip with your head, not your heart. Because if I was my sister, she's purely against it. She tips Hawthorn every single week.
No offense, if I'm like Hawthorn at your end of the ladder.
Yep. If you're down the bottom end,
you're if you have to tip against them, you tip against them. But if you're like a team, one of the top teams, I think you've always got to back them.
One person I want to ask this question to is Connor, because I'm pretty sure no matter who they play, he always tips the Bombers.
Oh, he's very negative about the Bombers a lot of times.
Really?
Yeah, like
every time I check,
he knows they'll shit the bed sometime.
But every time I check the footy tips, he always goes the Dons.
Yeah.
But then again, they're playing some very hit or miss football at the moment.
Yeah.
Now, this is another one that I found funny because I was talking about it with the family a couple of weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
And we were talking about, we were comparing different like sporting teams that my sister and I have played in and how they were good and bad.
Yep.
And it brought up a memory. Do you remember, I don't know if this happened to you, but in juniors, if you're getting pumped, they turn the scoreboard off.
Oh, yeah.
Play on or not on, turning the scoreboard off if you're getting pumped in juniors.
Not on.
I think it's not on.
You
don't even know you're getting smacked.
You got to learn eventually.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to get to the higher age groups and they're like, oh, we're down by 100. Why is the scoreboard not off?
Yeah, exactly.
You got to learn.
If you're getting pumped by 120, you need to know that you're getting pumped by 120.
Yeah.
Because I feel like it hurts more getting the scoreboard taken down.
Yeah.
Because it's almost like waving the white flag. You're surrendering. It's just not a good look. Anyway, have you got one?
Yes, in a second, but...
Oh.
I said, are you free at the moment for a phone call? And he said, I can be. I swear to God, if he said...
So you've taken that as gospel and you've just called him without confirming?
No, he just said, I can be. Oh, I'm ending it. But my one was, I'll see if he calls back. But my one
He's typing.
He's typing. I'll do on air. He can be unfiltered sometimes. Hang on, I'm finding my charger. All right.
So are you going with your play on or not on?
Yeah, I'm going with my play on or not on.
Come on, mate. Spit it out.
My play on or not on is, it's a play on or not on, but it's also a rant because it happened during the weekend. So first of all, play on or not on, you go, you're eating out. Maybe you grab some Maccas.
Restaurant or?
Maybe you go some, takeaway. Maybe you go some Maccas.
So you grab some Maccas.
And you eat inside.
Yeah, okay.
Play on or not on, putting your own rubbish away.
Play on.
So,
like,
let me rephrase it to make it better for the play on not on. Not putting your rubbish away.
Not on. You need to put your rubbish in the bin.
Yep.
I especially at fast food places, I understand at a restaurant because you're not taking your plate to the dishwasher, you're not at home. But if you're out at like Macca's where it's literal paper, it's purposefully designed for you to put in the fucking bin yourself.
Exactly.
That's why it's made of recyclable materials like paper and shit like that. It's so you can put it in the bin. And also, in saying that, I also can't stand when people turn around, oh, well, they're getting paid to do a job. Their job's to make your fucking food.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
all right,
come on, people.
Here's my rant. Last week, probably these little 16-year-olds come in.
Oh, you're at work.
Don't put their rubbish away. That's all right. That's all right. Next minute we find out they've stuck the burgers up on the wall. It's not funny.
I'm sorry, that's kind of funny.
But then I heard they ran out. Like they ran out so they wouldn't find it. I finished work, walking out, about ready to go to the gym. Like, what's that colour on my car? As they ran past, they threw the whole small Coke at my car.
Oh,
and it's just covered in Coke.
That's not good. That's not good at all. You got a white car as well.
Yes.
Did it have like the sticky
and
silky?
I was like, what the fuck is that?
Was it
I
dry?
had a closer look. Under my car wheel, a small Coke cup. A small Coke cup. So you can imagine my face. But wouldn't that just piss you off? Like
it would, but
it's funny, but
it's kind of funny.
Just don't do it to my car. I'm all good. Just not my fucking car, all right?
Did it like dry into the syrupy, I
had to wash it off, but yeah. When I come out and I was like, well, that's just fucked. Are you serious? And
the burgers on the wall is pretty funny.
It is, but I was not happy. But you see, I was just like, come out. Why is that? Look underneath. There's a Coke cup. Are you fucking serious? Are you fucking serious? Do it to the car next to me. All right. You can ask him.
Hello, Trent.
Hello, Connor. You are on the podcast at the moment.
Oh, am I?
Yeah. Now, we were just doing Will's segment, play on or not on, and he said one thing, and he said he particularly wanted to know what your view is. So I was like, fuck it, we'll just call him. Go ahead, Will.
So one of my play-ons or not on for this week is tipping against your own footy team. Do you agree or disagree?
Depends. There's two circumstances that I think is okay to tip against your footy team. Is that if their league is a cash league, then play on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree with that point.
If it's a free one, then it doesn't really matter.
Interesting take.
I mean, I tend not to tip against Essendon very often.
Yep.
But I know Trent would tip against his own team.
I wouldn't or would?
No, you would.
Yeah, especially in a cash league, I would. I like to win.
Yeah.
I like to win.
You're a bandwagon supporter as well. So.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that'd be right. Yeah, that'd be right. How are you finding Essendon's so far while I got you here this season?
Same old shit, different year. We always start off strong, so it'll be interesting to see what they do after the buys and into the back end of the season, because that's usually where we drop off. But so far, it's been good, I think. There is promising signs there. Am I buying into them? God, no. They've let me down for 20-something years, so I'll see it when we win a final or a flag.
Do you make the 8?
I don't think so.
Interesting call.
What's that ladder looking like now?
The
Pies will jump. The Pies will jump in.
Currently, you're 7th.
Yeah. I'd say that top 6 is pretty much locked in.
Mm-hmm.
And then you've Bulldogs. Well, maybe.
Yeah, you could.
St Kilda shit. Yeah, no, maybe. I'd say Collingwood will jump in, so there's 7 locked in.
Yep.
And then it's the Bulldogs, ourselves, Brisbane, and I guess St Kilda fighting for the 8.
Interesting. Well, thank you, Connor. I just thought may as well call you because Will's like, I'd love to get his point of view. But I was like, no, I reckon he would tip against him if it was a cash league.
Yeah, if it was a cash league, I would.
Because I've noticed every time I check, the who tipped what for games, you always tip the Bombers.
Yeah, because I think we're going to win every game. Flags on, mate. What am I coming in now? I think I'm coming second, aren't I?
Well, we're about to jump into that actually. The leaderboard.
Yeah.
I think you are up there.
May as well just load up now. We'll tell Connor his position, then let him go.
Yeah, he's second.
He's second?
I am second. Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. Better do my tip.
You're third.
I'm third. Get around it.
Yeah, you are third.
All right, well, thank you for that, Connor.
Anytime. Just one last thing.
Go for it.
Before I go. Ashnagar is a piece of shit. He should not be in that squad. Cheers.
What did he say?
I don't know what he said.
I don't know what he said either. We might have to listen to that back.
Something's a piece of shit. He should not be in that.
Yeah, I heard that.
Maybe he said Nick Hine because I know he had a Nick Hine rant.
Maybe.
I'll say who was it? Yeah, but do you want to go through the play?
I'll go through the what?
The placings at the moment.
Yeah. So I'll just do the top 10 like I normally do.
Oh, that's what it is. The Australia just announced their ODI, the T20 World Cup squad.
Yeah.
Connor has a very big, very against Ashton Agar, always has been. And that's what he said. Last thing, Ashton Agar's fucking shit. He shouldn't be in the squad.
Fair enough.
Yeah, so
fair enough.
Do you want to go through the placings on that? Then we'll get our tips and then probably round it up.
So unchanged, we've got Jai first with the 44 total tips. He had 7 in round 7. We have Connor who got the 8 tips. With 43, which perfect round, is it? No, 9 would be a perfect round. He's got 43 total. Yep. You've also got 43 total, tipped 8 correct. JD Hawks fan 15. He got perfect margin.
Lovely.
Got perfect margin. And do you want to know why he got perfect margin?
What game was it again?
Melbourne Richmond.
I was close, wasn't I? Was I close?
2.
Yeah. I thought it was 45, wasn't it?
I find it funny.
45 points, wasn't it? I think I went
something
47
like that.
or 40.
Old JD Hawks fan. You know what he does?
What?
Spin the wheel. He just spins it.
No.
Yeah, and he's landed perfectly on there. So well done, JD Hawks fan. Really good stuff.
I'll have to meet him one day. JD Hawks fan. Interesting name. I'd like to know. I'd like to dive into where the creativity came for that name.
Yours truly. We got Chris in 5th with 8 tips correct. He's got 42 in total. Reese, he's in 6th with 7 correct with 41 total. We've got Jordan with 6 correct this week and 41 total. Myself in 8th with 8 correct this week and 41 total. We got Basti, who's jumped up significantly actually in the last couple of weeks. He's 8 with the 39 correct. And then to round out the top 10, we have Tom in 10th with 7 correct this week and 39 total.
Very interesting. Well, let's get the tips up for next week. We have been going for about an hour, so let's get the tips up for next week and tip it, and then we'll probably close it out.
Sounds good, mate. So we've got Thursday, the derby down in Adelaide.
Showdown.
Yep, whatever the fuck you want to call it.
Port Adelaide.
I'm going to take Port as well, yeah. Then we have Friday, absolute classic, Carlton v the Pies. Say it a bit louder.
Carlton.
Okay.
You seen who was ruled out? Did you see who was ruled out today when you came in?
No.
DeGoey and Mitchell.
Why? Because they're soft.
I don't know.
DeGoey's played shit this year. I'm sorry.
No, but still.
Yeah, I'm going Carlton for that one as well. Then we've got another showdown. We've got Battle of the Bridge. Sydney v GWS at the SCG.
Sydney v GWS. Ooh.
I'm going the Giants.
I'll go the Giants too because I like them.
Then we've got Marvel, St Kilda v North.
St Kilda.
I'm going Saints as well. Then we've got, at the MCG, we've got Melbourne v the Cats. Now, Melbourne's paying $2, and as of this current stage, Melbourne are paying $2 exactly. The Cats are paying $1.95.
Cats.
I'm taking Melbourne.
Okay, yep.
They're going to knock them off. Then we've got the Eagles v Essendon at Optus.
Eagles v Essendon Optus. Eagles.
That's a big one.
Where are you going?
I'm not sure. Right now, I'll say Essendon, but I think I might go the Eagles. And then we've got Fremantle v Richmond at the G.
Fremantle.
I'm going Freo as well. Then Bulldogs, Hawks at Marvel.
Bulldogs.
I'll be joining you with that tip. And then we've got Lions v Suns at the Gabba.
Lions.
I'm also going... No, sorry, I'm going the Suns. Lions. Do you want to quickly go through the Supercoach or not? I've got it up if you want to quickly go.
You do that.
Up the guts comp. How do we view the league here? All right, so do you want me to just go through the top 8?
Yep, do that.
So in first we have Burke's Battlers. He's 6-0, unreal with a percentage of 111. Colonel Sanders, I knocked him off last week. Just letting you know. In second, with the 5 wins, 1 loss. Mav's team 16. He's third. 4-2. Then we've got Hot Pies, also 4-2 in fourth. Then we've got Riles in 5th. He's 4-2. Wax on Westhoff is 4-2 in 6th. Always Winning is 3-3 in 7th. And Wet Toast Eagles is 8th.
I'm
3-3.
I could be second last, I reckon.
I think you are last. I'd just like to say...
It'd be impossible. It'd be impossible because I know the person who's last barely touches his team.
Oh, no, yeah, you're third last. Can I just say, Connor said my team was absolutely dog shit.
And you're on top of him.
I'm 3 spots clear on top. And I should have won this. I should have won this week. My Harley Reid blunder fucked me royally. Anyway, anything else you want to talk about, mate?
No,
before we get going.
That's about it. So thank you guys for listening. As always, stream this via Apple Podcasts, YouTube, and Spotify. Make sure to follow us on all our social medias on Instagram, TikTok at @uptheguts_. Make sure to turn that notification bell on so you don't miss an episode or whenever we upload. Until next week, see you then.